pin. 3 in a row for Jeanne. We'll take a short break as both these athletes are working on a string of 3. When we come back, the third matchup will continue here in Overland-Park, Kansas. Here at the AMF West Lanes, a very important part of many of these athletes' recuperative abilities is credited to the chiropractor's adjustments, helping them out, considering they're throwing all that weight off the same side of their body. 42 games a week in competition, not counting training, not counting the television show.
Bowlers are actually very injury prone because of the so much more muscle groups developed on the right side, the right-handers.
Off-center, all the balance is on one side.
Dr. Hamilton worked on Carol Giannotti, I know for sure, this week, actually, between the 8 games we bowled this morning and tonight.
And with that strike, a 22-pin lead for Dorin, entering the 7th frame. It's kind of fun to watch the chiropractor set up his little folding table in the back and have the ladies lining up for the little adjustments. Can Dorin make it 5 in a row? Get closer to a strike and not have one than we just saw. Wow.
She was due for payback. She said she was due for a payback. Watch the 6 pin. Hits the 10. It rocks and rocks, but it does not go. She's known, by that comment, she knows she's carried a few out there that were questionable.
And it's carried spare in the 7th.
We mentioned pro shops. Jeanne Naccarato would like to thank Pete Somoth and Fred Matson for all their hard work on her equipment. High game this week, Jeanne shot 286. Low game 167. And we saw the wiggling 10-pin by Carolyn Dorin, now won by Jeanne Naccarato. Jeanne shot 298 in the Pro-Am this week. She said, you know, I don't like to shoot 300s when they're not sanctioned. It's a bad luck
It's a waste of energy, right?
It's a bad luck omen. So she goes, I didn't dog it, though.
Well, a spare here in the 7th. 2 very helpful members of our broadcast team. Rick Hudson, the tournament director for the Ladies Pro Bowlers Tour, on side, and Lenny Gessler, who's the National Tour Press Director. He feeds us a lot of the information that we share with you on this telecast. Thanks a lot, guys, for your thoroughly professional help this swing. Looking forward to the rest of the tour later in the year. Carolyn Dorin leads by 22. Naccarato working on a spare in the 7th.
Shoot a possible 236 game.
Coming up, basketball on Saturday, the Division I Women's Mideast Regional Semifinals. The first game will take place at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 p.m. Pacific. 2 hours later, it's game number 2. Subject to blackout in certain areas. Oh, and they all go down here in the 8th frame.
Well, if Jeanne goes off the sheet, she could shoot a possible 236. She would force Carolyn Dorin to double sometime in the next 2 frames. High game this week, 290. Low game, 155.
And other than that amateur, Donelda Williams, who bowled a perfect game, that 290 is the highest score bowled by any professional this week. Dorin working on a spare. 8th frame coming up. Nice pocket.
Very direct line to the pocket. Does not swing the ball a lot.
Getting more focused. 2 frames remaining.
Both of these players actually playing the same line on the lane. Carol Giannotti, another player that's very straight shooter. You don't see them crossing a lot of boards. Good shot. Yes. Big shot for Carolyn Dorin there in the 9th frame. Jeanne Naccarato can now not close her out. She will force her to mark, though, in the 10th frame if she can throw the 1 in the 9th and 3 in the 10th.
So Dorin calculating her chances of a victory here as Naccarato steps up, working on a strike in the 8th. And gets them all in the foundation frame.
Still trailing by 22 pins. Needs all 3 to force Carolyn Dorin to mark in the 10th.
So one missed shot allows Dorin to advance for the title in the 2nd time for her this year.
Jeanne's last title came in 1993 when she won the New Generation Classic in Yuba City, California.
Important strike here, and she doesn't get it, and so that will not allow her to advance. Naccarato, very active in Tacoma in community efforts, has a black tie party coming up this weekend. Rushing back with Robin Romeo as they're driving across the country to get there in time. And this spare here in the 10th frame.
Good effort by Jeanne. Good shot there in the 10th frame. Just ringing 10 pin. Actually, the turnaround frame really there in the 3rd frame when she chopped the 2 off the 5. Well, she ends up with 215. She breaks her streak of not being able to shoot 200.
Dorin with 6 pins here, wins and advances to the championship match.
And for 2 weeks in a row, we'll have a chance at the title.
Match play. Dorin defeated Naccarato. And it looks like she's going to do it here again. Nice rally with 2 spares in the first 2 frames. Dorin strung 4 together before sparing in the 7th. And now there's a smile coming across her face.
Did you hear her say, "Here we are again"? We are going for the title again.
Right you are. And 3rd place, $4,000 awarded to Jeanne Naccarato. Finishing up in the same position she qualified after match play.
Trips the 4. Well, she has already beat her highest game on television. She did that last game when she shot 248. Right now she strikes for 258.
Well, even so, it's a high score for her on television. 256, 215, a handsome victory by Carolyn Dorin, and she's earned the right to meet the top